Hey, what's up guys? It is DiplexHeated again. Welcome back to Total War Attila. We are playing the Medieval Kingdoms mod, and I'm super excited to be back with this 20,000 man battle. That's right, we did one previously with the Kingdom of England and France. This one's gonna be, I wouldn't say more realistic, but with more of a historical background to it. I honestly don't want to take that away from the other video though, or battle or whatever you want to call it. The Kingdom of England and France did fight a lot, of course, and them going toe-to-toe or head-to-head with 20,000 men in total just seems very historically plausible to me, doesn't it? So anyway, I thought we'd do a battle in a different setting with more variety. So this one is definitely going to be like a step up from the previous one. And I'm not even sure why I'm sitting here like trying to sell you guys this video. Like, okay, so this one's this much better. It's got 25% more content. You'll get 2 for 3, and it's just improved. Okay, it's got a new formula, 3 beef, 45 protein. It's just gonna blow all the bacteria away. Okay, like I don't need to sell that shit. Just watch it and hopefully it's better. Look, it says cobblestone. I'm thinking there's Minecraft when I read that, like cobblestone. Like it's gonna be wood here and like mushroom and TNT and shit. Like I don't get it. Anyway, woodland. Okay, anyway, so we're down here. We're doing a battle from the Third Crusades. We have the Kingdom of England with a pretty cool army. Everyone's got about the similar army, but with like slightly different units. And like 1 hero or 2 hero units rather, a foot unit and a cavalry unit. They've got the foot knightly retinue and of course the English nobles. The French have got a very similar setup. It's a slightly more expensive army. It's like the most expensive army on the field today. Also with the 2 hero units there, they're obviously a lot better than the rest. Same goes for the Teutonic Order. Sorry about that. Couldn't really pronounce that. It's got like the cheapest army deployed today. I don't really know why. I've given them a lot of good units, but that's just how it is, I guess. And of course, Kingdom of Hungary here with a very sort of mid-tier army. Super excited to put these up against the Ayyubid Sultanate, who have all been given the same section because they're obviously all the same faction. I'm going to do something interesting here. Wait, what do you come up? Stop. Shift. There we go. I'm going to give every single army in here and every single army's unit 2 chevrons to simulate slight increase of morale because they're in their homeland and stuff, and they're fighting in a climate that they grew up in. So that'll be cool. And that'll even out that little bar just a little better, right? That's what we want. We want a nice and even fight here. So I went to the Wikipedia page. I looked at the Third Crusade, and I found out that these 4 factions that I have here today were like the main armies at the time. Hungary, the German Empire, which I guess is just going to have to be represented by the Teutonic Order. There's like a Latin Empire here, which just doesn't have any units really. And I'm just thinking of like the Holy Roman Empire. For some reason, I'm combining that with Latin Empire. But anyway, the Teutonic Order we'll have to do right now. Kingdom of France and of course the Kingdom of England. So just in general, just pretty realistic. I guess this is super exciting. We're just gonna get straight in, and we're gonna fight. For some reason, I've had like 13. Oh, look at this. They've got 2,730 per army. The Teutonics have like the most, I guess. The Teutons, rather, that's how you pronounce it. The French the least, but also the most expensive, so that's interesting how it is. And I have no idea how many numbers I'm deploying, but we'll find out later. So this is going to be like a varied battle at a desert battlefield somewhere in the summer of some year, like 1192 or something, I don't know, 1191. Third Crusades went on for a while. I believe the Fourth Crusades took part in like Europe. Or am I wrong to say that? I feel like I gotta look that up to make sure I don't say too many stupid things. Fourth Crusades. And yeah, I've done like 40 retakes, like 50 retakes of this video for some reason. And now this is the first time actually, yeah, it took place in the Balkans. I'm actually getting into it. I just said so many silly things. I couldn't get past the intro of just introducing the video. I started talking about random nonsense, like how I'd restart my brain and shit. I don't know why. So weird. Oh, look at this beautiful battlefield. There's going to be a lot of blood in the sand today, gentlemen. We're going to do the same thing as we did last time. We're going to deploy here. Oh, and this time they actually deployed with us. Look at this fucking army, though. Just a variety of Europeans. Like we got Germans, French, English, Hungarians. And we have the Ayyubid on the other side, and that's a faction that was actually the faction they fought against. The Ayyubid Sultanate was indeed the faction that they fought against during the Third Crusades. I'm not sure if the sort of the factions or sultanates and kings or whatever that they crusaded against during these 4 crusades was the same at all times, because it was obviously over 100 years. All the, I mean, I need to look that up too. Oh my god, the Crusades. So the Crusades took part between 1096 to 1487. So yeah, there were probably a big variety of different warring states at the time. The defenders of the Middle East and Jerusalem and all that stuff down there, the Holy Land, were probably composed of different kings, sultanates, and factions and all that stuff, and coalitions during those 400 years. I'm pretty sure. Look at us marching up. We got a little army here. We're attacking this time around. We're not defending. I thought it was appropriate to be the attacking force since we're going down there to do things. We're down here, far from home. Crusader states, military orders. There's a lot of cool things to read about the Crusades. I just don't know much. Yeah, so there's the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum, and there was just a bunch of things. Yeah, you can read up on this. I mean, there's 400 years of things to know about. The First Crusades, the Northern Crusades. There's a complete history guide here. I don't know if I should be reading these things while recording this video and talking to you guys, but I just feel like I get engulfed by history sometimes. My favorite period was probably I feel like I know a lot from the 1800s till today. Unfortunately, not so much about the medieval ages, but you know, it's just how it is. I have many friends who do, and they wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a French Napoleonic soldier and a German one, Prussian one rather. The enemy is just going to be just a lot of blood in the sand today, and I'm trying to separate these armies. We have the French over here. We have the Prussians in the center here, or the Germans rather, Teutons, and we have the English to the right, and more Germans back here. Okay, so it's just very mixed. It's going to be one big fight. So yeah, you guys enjoyed that last 20k battle. It became a very popular video under a short time. Hopefully. Look at this horde of soldiers. Screenshot. This one will be equally cool. And for all of you guys there with that historical and fascination with the Crusades and all that stuff, will enjoy this, because this is about to get historical on our asses. Just look at the mix of units and uniforms. Like, there's so many colors involved here, while they're just like a black swarm. They're like, they've got their dark clothing and armor. And we're about to see a clash. Although the Middle Eastern soldiers and all that were actually very colorful, of course. Oh, they're about to engage our spear line. We'll hold our formation. I have crossbowmen. That is very cool. I also have some sick-ass cav that I'm going to try and manage around now for a while. We're going to take the low ground with this cav. And we're going to get my crossbowmen, and we're going to center them. And we're going to, right now, just watch as our armies are clashing there. This is awesome. We're going to send some troops up this way to reinforce this flank. We're going to bring some spearmen up the center. Hopefully get them engaged soon. Got some more spearmen that we're going to bring up this way. Got some more spearmen that we're going to try and throw up in that side. And we'll back them up now with crossbowmen behind, so we'll get these guys up here. Just a quick little bit of management until we can return and watch the fight. I have good confidence, though, in that the soldiers that we have deployed today, standing beside us, the French, English, and of course the Germans, will do great in our stead. But we obviously need to chip in too, otherwise we will be too greatly outnumbered and most likely slaughtered. But this is just a very beautiful scene, and as soon as I've got all my troops in position, we're gonna head down deeper and just watch this. So we're gonna see some artifacts. Now we're not getting into lag. Someone said it's lagging horribly. Yeah, the units are like actually chopping around, but as you can tell, no FPS drop from me moving my camera around, which should signal that I'm not actually lagging. It's just the game that's having a hard time kind of grasping the intensity of this. And this is a rather insane scene right now. And what I was going to say is that the Middle Eastern soldiers were obviously very colorful too. We actually have some units retreating under the pressure here. That is very serious. We need to set our foot down in this case now and start disposing some of their units. It's very urgent. They have some cavalry defenses around here that we don't want to ride into. A lot of these things are just very nasty. It'll get us killed very quickly. It's time that we engage with our men here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Our flanks are falling. How is this possible? Well, I must tell you, this is very epic. Let's just get a quick little rally on that guy there. Look at this. It's just absolutely insane. We have our Crusader army engaging the defending Ayyubid Sultanate here, protecting their homeland. There's just so many colors involved today. But for some reason, the Ayyubid Sultanate does not appear to be the more colorful faction deployed today. Our various shields and banners and, you know, family crests from all the participating knights seems to stick out the most today in the midday sun. Let's do something rather rash and let's try and ride behind the... Oh, that line is too great. They've deployed a massive line of defense here. Let's try and strike right in. We don't want to attach, or we don't want to hit any of these pikes. Swordsmen, you need to strike right in. We're actually losing our center right now to the might of the enemy army here. It's a very scary sight indeed. Let's encourage this flank here entirely. Center's holding okay. Over on this side, we're fighting some of their Harafisha infantry. Combat's fairly even here. This infantry might actually be favored by the current climate. I'm not sure if that's programmed into this game that like desert infantry do better. But then again, the Third Crusades wasn't, as far as I'm concerned, successful. I mean, there's probably a reason why they were fourth. So yeah, no, the Crusades were not very successful at the time. We're going to take this cavalry. We're going to raid straight up. We're going to hopefully not hit these pikes, and we're going to hit that archer section there. Let's just try and bring down some of their cav. And, like, look at this. We're literally breaking them on this flank here. If we can just, like, bring down this unit, we can continue just coming in on the flanks. And while they might be winning in the center, we will break them on the flanks, and we will win this battle. We will do our people proud back home in Europe. I'm going to send some of my guys around here. Now, we have all got some elite infantry. This is my heavy melee infantry that I've got down here fighting. I think they're in a good spot because they'll be able to support this middle here, which is kind of like starting to separate itself a bit. But we have crossbowmen and other supportive infantry and cavalry behind us, just like it's like actually keeping us going here. We haven't seen many of their units rout though yet, which is sort of worrying me. And that meter is starting to tilt in their favor. Look at that. Enemy man count is less, but they also started with less. And it's ticking down fast for both sides. So this is just extremely interesting right now. We're going to send some of the cavalry up there. We've got some of our heavier cavalry engaging their general right now. We'll see how that works out. We have our general down here just fighting some spearmen, which is probably not the best unit they could fight. I'm going to send them back, and I'm going to send them behind our lines to support. We'll get some of our medium spear infantry to continue fighting theirs. Now we're going to engage their archers. Most of the pikes have gone down in this area, so we've got clear riding space to just head in and bash everyone that we can find. Swordsmen here have gotten in around the flank. Cavalry is fighting. I want them all to just fully engage now. This is looking a lot better right now down on this flank. But our center is just wavering. Look at the north up here, though. A lot of things is going on over here. Going on? Yeah. Just gotta make sure my English is up to par. Look at us just swinging in over their flank here. Truly amazing to see our men finally winning on this side while our center is sort of weakening down. But more troops are joining the battle. This is truly one of those battles where if you were an eagle, you'd have quite a cinematic experience. Let's be an eagle for a while. Cra, cra. That's what the crow says. Got all the cavalry down here. Look at this shit. Sorry. Does look like a bit of a turd, doesn't it? Absolutely insane. Need to constantly, of course, update orders here. Spearmen, try and engage that cav unit. My cavalry's like just skirmishing with some of their archers back here, keeping them busy. But they've got a lot of cavalry around there now. That's probably going to finish us up. We've got a spear unit that we're going to send in to reinforce our heavy shock cav. And down here we're kind of pushing in. They've got just so many men focused in the center. And look at that, the French king is charging in. Or whatever lord is partaking in this massive fight here for our victory down in the Middle East. Down in the east. There's only about one unit on this flank that's protecting them from just getting overrun. And their center is just extremely strong. But look, once this unit falls, the right flank together with the French, and dare I say English, the English, French, and Hungarians will swing over to support the center here, the Teutons, which I don't seem to see too many of. They're very active down there in the center. It's just so cool when you have all these different factions with their own little different units just partaking like this. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh my god. Now we're getting somewhere. This is looking amazing. I'm actually going to head and take these infantry units and like spread them out like that, just to give them the order to attack anything in their way. Sir, they've broken our flank. Look at these troops coming down from the hill. Hurrah! Forward! Tired men. Wounded men. But proud men. Round down the hill now to rally with their brothers to hopefully break this mass of the Sultanate's soldiers who are currently just giving us a really hard time down in the center. This is the way battles evolve in this mod is just insane. Dare I say game, actually. It's got a very good core engine. Attila is a very shaped up game, and obviously a very sort of mastered version of the more basic game Rome 2, which is sort of what it's based off. We just lost a general though. That's gonna weigh heavy. We have a general remaining. We need to head in right now and of course make use of the powers. Oh, it's turning back in their favor now, it feels like. This is just absolutely incredible. Let's do a little thing there and increase the morale in the entire section there. Look at this. There's just so many things going on outside of this battle. That's how big it is. We're breaking it down, boys. We're charging in. We will swallow them whole. And my king will get involved, of course. Look at this as we're swinging over now. The game starts to artifact when we get close, so I try and avoid it because it just becomes too much for the game engine to handle. But at distance, we can still enjoy this absolute masterpiece of a battle. This is truly a creation. I can't wait for the engine and games in the future to handle battles that are twice this size and perhaps 3 times this size with almost hundreds of thousands of soldiers participating. Our technology will get us there. It's just about holding out for a while. This is just absolutely incredible. And of course, while keeping the detail and the sort of uniqueness of every single little participating soldier here. As the currently just center's breaking off, you can tell that they're running now. The invading enemy is just simply too much. These men can't hold them. It looked very good at the start, but I believe we've formed and caused a mass rout in the center right now. Oh my god, look at this. I dare say the Teutons will have taken the most casualties today, followed by either me, the French, or the English, which says a lot, or nothing at all, really. There's about 1 unit left back here, and it is now routed. The battle went on for 11 minutes. It was a quick engagement. But God, was it awesome. Let's end it. Close victory. I can take that. Although we did obviously break a big part of it at the end. Let's end the battle and let's look through some of the statistics. So I deployed 2730. So I deployed just as much as all of their armies did. Obviously individually, not combined. 2,810 there for the Teutons. So they were the biggest by far, but obviously they took the most losses on our side. Followed just slightly there by the English. We managed to stay pretty low on the losses considering our size. They took way more, but for some reason they routed so many units early on. Well, we spent about as much money as they did, but our quality of troops was just a lot better and more cost efficient. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a battle from the Third Crusades with a very realistic recreation of the participating factions and armies. Very pleased, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I feel like I can't make any videos that are smaller than 20,000 soldiers in the future. This was more than 20,000 soldiers, by the way. It's like 22 almost, I think. So, having that said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Don't forget to write what kind of battle you'd like to see, with obviously all the factions that we have available to us, and I'll do my best to recreate that. So, until next time, you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.